Hello everyone. Welcome back to Daily English Flow. Today, we are going to learn something very useful. The topic of today's lesson is English conversation at the airport. If you are traveling to another country, English can help you communicate with people easily. In this lesson, we will learn important airport vocabulary, common questions, and real conversations that happen before a flight. This lesson is perfect for beginners because we will use simple and natural English. Listen carefully. Repeat the sentences. Imagine yourself at an airport. Let's begin. At the airport. Hello, my name is Emma. Today, I want to take you with me on a journey. Imagine we are at a busy international airport. There are many people around us. Some people are checking their tickets. Some people are carrying their luggage. Some people are waiting for their flights. The airport can feel confusing, especially if you don't know what to say. But don't worry. Today, you will learn the English you need. Arriving at the airport. When I arrive at the airport, the first thing I do is check my flight information. I look at the departure screen. The screen shows flight numbers, departure times, gate numbers. Sometimes flights are delayed. Sometimes gates change. So it is important to check the information. Useful airport words. Flight, a journey by airplane. Example, my flight is at 10 o'clock. Gate, the place where you enter the airplane. Example, my gate is number 25. Boarding, getting on the airplane. Example, boarding starts at 9:30. Departure, the time when the airplane leaves. Example, the departure time is 8 p.m. Let's practice. My flight is tomorrow. Repeat. My flight is tomorrow. Where is my gate? Repeat. Where is my gate? When does boarding start? Repeat. When does boarding start? Great job. Checking in. Now, imagine we are at the check-in counter. This is where we give our passport and luggage. The airport worker may ask, "Can I see your passport, please?" You can answer, "Sure, here you are." Let's practice the conversation. Staff. Good morning. Can I see your passport and ticket, please? Passenger. Yes, here you are. Staff. Where are you flying today? Passenger. I am flying to London. Staff. Do you have any bags to check in? Passenger. Yes, I have one bag. This is a very common airport conversation. Let's repeat some important sentences. Here is my passport. Repeat. Here is my passport. I have one bag. Repeat. I have one bag. I am traveling to London. Repeat. I am traveling to London. Excellent. Talking about luggage. At the airport, you will often talk about luggage. Luggage means your bags and suitcases. There are two main types. Carry-on bag, a small bag you take inside the airplane. Checked baggage, a bigger bag that goes under the airplane. Useful sentences. I have a carry-on bag. I have two suitcases. My bag is heavy. Where can I drop my luggage? Repeat. My bag is heavy. Where can I drop my luggage? Great. Security check. After checking in, you go through security. At security, you may need to remove some items. The security officer may say, "Please take out your laptop. Please remove your jacket. Please put your bag on the belt." You can follow these instructions. Useful sentences. Do I need to take off my shoes? Can I take this with me? Where should I put my bag? Let's practice. Do I need to take off my shoes? Repeat. Where should I put my bag? Repeat. Excellent. Waiting for your flight. After security, you go to your gate. Now you wait for your flight. You can sit, relax, drink coffee, or check your phone. You may hear announcements like, "Flight 302 is now boarding. This flight is delayed. Please go to gate number 15. These announcements are common. Let's learn some sentences. My flight is delayed. Repeat. My flight is delayed. My gate has changed. Repeat. My gate has changed. I am waiting for my flight. Repeat. I am waiting for my flight. Perfect. Travel English tip. When traveling, don't worry about making perfect sentences. The goal is communication. Simple English is enough. For example, instead of a long sentence, "Could you please explain where I need to go because I am confused?" You can say, "Excuse me, where should I go?" Simple, clear, natural. English practice. Now repeat these sentences. I have my passport. I am going to the airport. Where's the check-in counter? Where is my gate? My flight is on time. I am waiting for boarding. Amazing work. Today we learned the beginning of an airport journey. We learned about arriving, checking in, luggage, security, and waiting. In the next part, we will continue with boarding the airplane, talking to flight attendants, ordering food, and useful conversations during the flight. Keep listening. Keep practicing. See you in part 2. In the first part, we learned about arriving at the airport, checking in, luggage, security, and waiting for the flight. Now, we will continue our airport journey. We will learn how to board the airplane, talk to flight attendants, find your seat, and use useful English during the flight. Remember, listen carefully. Repeat the sentences. Practice speaking. Let's continue. Boarding the airplane. After waiting at the gate, you will hear an announcement. The airport worker may say, "Passengers for Flight 205, please start boarding." This means it is time to enter the airplane. Before boarding, you usually show your boarding pass. A staff member may ask, "May I see your boarding pass, please?" You can answer, "Sure, here you are." Let's practice the conversation. Staff: Good morning. May I see your boarding pass? Passenger: Yes, here you are. Staff: Thank you. Have a nice flight. Passenger: Thank you. Simple conversations like this happen every day. Useful sentences. Where's the boarding gate? Repeat. Where's the boarding gate? Is this the line for boarding? Repeat. Is this the line for boarding? Here is my boarding pass. Repeat. Here is my boarding pass. Great job. Finding your seat. After entering the airplane, you need to find your seat. Your boarding pass has your seat number. For example, seat 15A, seat 20B, seat 32C. The flight attendant may help you. You can ask, "Excuse me, where is seat 15A?" The flight attendant may answer, "It is on the left side." Or, "It is near the window." Let's practice. Excuse me, where is my seat? Repeat. Excuse me, where is my seat? Is this seat available? Repeat. Is this seat available? Thank you for your help. Repeat. Thank you for your help. Excellent. Talking to a flight attendant. During the flight, you may need help from a flight attendant. A flight attendant is the person who helps passengers on the airplane. You can ask simple questions. For example, "Can I have some water, please? Where's the bathroom? Can I have a blanket?" These are common sentences. Conversation. Passenger: Excuse me. Flight attendant: Yes, how can I help you? Passenger: Can I have some water, please? Flight attendant: Of course. Passenger: Thank you. Flight attendant: You're welcome. Let's repeat. Can I have some water, please? Repeat. Where's the bathroom? Repeat. Can I have a blanket? Repeat. Perfect. Ordering food on the plane. On long flights, airlines usually provide food and drinks. The flight attendant may ask, "Would you like chicken or pasta?" You can answer, "I would like chicken, please." Or, "Can I have pasta, please?" You may also hear, "Would you like something to drink?" You can say, "Yes, I would like some juice." Or, "No, thank you." Let's practice. Would you like something to drink? Answer, "Yes, I would like some water." Repeat, "Yes, I would like some water." Great. Talking about your flight. During the flight, you may talk with another passenger. They may ask, "Where are you going?" You can answer, "I am going to Paris." They may ask, "Is this your first time traveling?" You can say, "Yes, it is my first time." Or, "No, I have traveled before." These are simple conversations. Let's practice. Where are you going? Repeat. Where are you going? I am traveling to Spain. Repeat. I am traveling to Spain. This is my first time. Repeat. This is my first time. Excellent. Common travel problems. Sometimes, problems happen during travel. Maybe you cannot find your bag. Maybe you miss information. Maybe you need help. Don't worry. You can use simple English. If you lose your luggage, you can say, "My bag is missing." Or, "I cannot find my luggage." If you need help, "Excuse me, can you help me?" These sentences are very useful. Let's repeat. My bag is missing. Repeat. Can you help me? Repeat. I need some information. Repeat. Great. Travel vocabulary. Let's learn some important words. Passport, an official document for traveling. Ticket, a document that allows you to travel. Boarding pass, a card that allows you to enter the airplane. Seat, the place where you sit. Window seat, a seat next to the window. Aisle seat, a seat next to the walkway. Flight attendant, a person who helps passengers. Repeat. I have my passport. I have my boarding pass. My seat is near the window. The flight attendant is helpful. Amazing. English learning tip. When you travel, learn sentences instead of single words. For example, don't only learn. Water. Learn. Can I have some water, please? Don't only learn. Bathroom. Learn. Where's the bathroom? Sentences help you communicate faster. Final practice. Repeat these airport sentences. Where's the boarding gate? Here is my boarding pass. Where is my seat? Can I have some water, please? Where's the bathroom? Can you help me? I am traveling to another country. Great work. You are learning real English that you can use while traveling. In the next part, we will continue with arriving at your destination, immigration, collecting luggage, and conversations after landing. Keep listening. Keep practicing. See you in part 3. In the last part, we learned about boarding the airplane, finding your seat, talking with flight attendants, and useful English during the flight. Now, we will continue our journey. In this part, we will learn what happens after landing. We will practice English for immigration, collecting luggage, asking for directions, and leaving the airport. Remember, listen slowly. Repeat clearly. Practice every sentence. Let's continue. Landing at your destination. After a long flight, the airplane finally arrives at your destination. The pilot may make an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. This means you have reached your location. People start collecting their things and preparing to leave the airplane. Before leaving, check your seat. Make sure you have your passport, your phone, your bag, your personal items. Useful sentences. I have arrived. Repeat. I have arrived. I need to collect my luggage. Repeat. I need to collect my luggage. Where is the exit? Repeat. Where is the exit? Great. Going through immigration. After leaving the airplane, you usually go to immigration. Immigration officers check your passport and travel information. The officer may ask simple questions. For example, where are you traveling from? You can answer, I am traveling from Pakistan. The officer may ask, what is the purpose of your visit? This means, why are you visiting this country? You can answer, I am here for a holiday. Or, I am here for work. Let's practice a conversation. Officer. Good morning. May I see your passport? Traveler. Yes, here you are. Officer. Why are you visiting? Traveler. I am here for tourism. Officer. How long will you stay? Traveler. I will stay for 2 weeks. Officer. Thank you. Traveler. Thank you. This is a common airport conversation. Important sentences. Here is my passport. Repeat. Here is my passport. I am here for vacation. Repeat. I am here for vacation. I will stay for 1 week. Repeat. I will stay for 1 week. Excellent. Collecting your luggage. After immigration, you go to baggage claim. This is the area where you collect your bags. There are many moving belts. Each flight has a different belt number. You check the screen to find your luggage belt. You may ask, where is baggage claim? Or, which belt is for flight 205? Let's practice. Where is baggage claim? Repeat. Which belt should I go to? Repeat. I am looking for my bag. Repeat. Great. If your bag is missing, sometimes luggage problems happen. Your bag may not arrive. If this happens, stay calm. You can talk to the airport staff. Say, my luggage has not arrived. Or, my bag is missing. The staff may ask, can you describe your bag? You can answer, it is a black suitcase. Or, it is a small blue bag. Useful sentences. My luggage is missing. Repeat. Can you help me find my bag? Repeat. Here is my luggage ticket. Repeat. Excellent. Leaving the airport. After collecting your luggage, you are ready to leave the airport. Now you need to find transportation. You may choose a taxi, a bus, a train, a rental car. You can ask, where can I find a taxi? Or, where's the train station? Let's practice. Where can I find a taxi? Repeat. How much does it cost to go downtown? Repeat. Can you take me to this address? Repeat. Perfect. Taking a taxi. Imagine you are talking to a taxi driver. Driver. Hello, where would you like to go? Passenger. I would like to go to my hotel. Driver. Do you have the address? Passenger. Yes, here it is. Driver. Okay, let's go. This is a simple and useful conversation. Practice. I would like to go to my hotel. Repeat. Here is the address. Repeat. How long will it take? Repeat. Great job. At the hotel. After arriving at your hotel, you may need to check in. The receptionist may ask, do you have a reservation? You can answer, yes, I have a reservation. They may ask, can I see your passport? You can say, sure, here you are. Useful hotel sentences. I have a reservation. Repeat. I would like to check in. Repeat. What time is breakfast? Repeat. Amazing. Travel English review. Let's review some important sentences. At the airport. Where is the check-in counter? I have my passport. Where is my gate? During the flight. Can I have some water, please? Where is the bathroom? After landing. Where is baggage claim? My luggage is missing. Where can I find a taxi? At the hotel. I have a reservation. I would like to check in. Excellent. English learning tip. When traveling, confidence is more important than perfect grammar. Speak slowly. Use simple sentences. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Most people will understand you. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Now repeat. I can communicate in English. Repeat. I can communicate in English. I can travel with confidence. Repeat. I can travel with confidence. I am improving every day. Repeat. I am improving every day. Great job. In the final part, we will review the complete airport journey and practice a full travel conversation from arrival to destination. Keep listening. Keep practicing. See you in part 4. Congratulations! You have reached the final part of this travel English lesson. Today, we followed a complete airport journey. We learned how to speak English before a flight, during a flight, and after landing. Now, let's review everything and practice a complete airport conversation. Remember, the best way to learn English is by listening and speaking. So repeat the sentences with me. Let's begin. Complete airport journey. Imagine you are traveling to another country. You arrive at the airport. You have your passport, ticket, and luggage. First, you go to the check-in counter. You say, hello, I would like to check in for my flight. The airport worker says, may I see your passport and ticket, please? You answer, sure, here you are. The worker asks, do you have any luggage? You say, yes, I have one suitcase. The worker gives you your boarding pass. You say, thank you. Now you go through security. The officer says, please put your bag on the belt. You say, okay. After security, you find your gate. You check your boarding time. You wait for your flight. Then you hear, passengers for flight 305, please start boarding. You go to the gate. The staff asks, may I see your boarding pass? You answer, here you are. You enter the airplane. You find your seat. You put your bag away. The flight begins. During the flight attendant asks, would you like something to drink? You say, yes, I would like some water, please. Later, you ask, excuse me, where is the bathroom? The flight attendant says, it is at the back of the airplane. You say, thank you. After some time, the airplane lands. You arrive at your destination. You go to immigration. The officer asks, may I see your passport? You say, yes, here you are. The officer asks, what is the purpose of your visit? You answer, I am here for vacation. The officer asks, how long will you stay? You say, I will stay for 1 week. After immigration, you collect your luggage. Then you leave the airport. You find a taxi. You say, "Hello, I need a taxi." The driver asks, "Where would you like to go?" You answer, "I would like to go to my hotel." This is a complete travel conversation. You can use these sentences in real life. Now, let's practice important airport phrases again. Airport phrases. Where's the check-in counter? Repeat. Where's the check-in counter? I have a flight today. Repeat. I have a flight today. Here is my passport. Repeat. Here is my passport. Where is my gate? Repeat. Where is my gate? When does boarding start? Repeat. When does boarding start? Can I have some water, please? Repeat. Can I have some water, please? Where is baggage claim? Repeat. Where is baggage claim? My luggage is missing. Repeat. My luggage is missing. Where can I find a taxi? Repeat. Where can I find a taxi? Excellent. Travel vocabulary review. Passport. A document used for international travel. Example. I need my passport. Ticket. A document that shows your travel information. Example. I have my plane ticket. Luggage. Your bags and suitcases. Example. My luggage is heavy. Boarding pass. A card used to enter the airplane. Example. Here is my boarding pass. Gate. The place where you enter the airplane. Example. My gate is number 20. Flight. A journey by airplane. Example. My flight is tomorrow. Great job. Conversation practice. Now imagine you are talking with another traveler. Traveler. Is this your first time flying? You. Yes, it is my first time. Traveler. Are you excited? You. Yes, I am very excited. Traveler. Where are you going? You. I am going to visit another country. Traveler. Have a safe trip. You. Thank you. This is how natural conversations begin. Final English practice. Repeat. I am ready to travel. I have my passport. I know how to communicate at the airport. I can ask for help. I can speak simple English. I am improving my English every day. Amazing. Remember, English is a tool. It helps you connect with people around the world. You don't need difficult words. You need confidence and practice. Every conversation you practice makes you better. Thank you for learning with Daily English Flow. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Keep improving. And remember, a little English every day creates a big difference. See you in the next lesson.